We don't have microphones. The microphones are gone.
Yeah.
The big ones.
Shout out to Michael A. Keaton, local comic here in Kansas City.
Michael A. Keaton.
He let us borrow his microphones. This is a big test for us.
This is a picture of Michael A. Keaton.
If this fails, it's his fault.
But we won't release this if it fails. So if you're seeing this, we're dead. I mean, we had a successful podcast.
Michael has the footage. He knows what to do. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm excited.
Well, first of all, thank you for making me this coffee.
You're welcome.
I was like, I kind of want coffee, and then he's like, I'll make it, and then he did this elaborate tea ritual where he like makes it and pours
Pour
it
over.
Yeah, it made me feel guilty.
I was like, hey, you want some of this coffee? He's like, no, thank you.
I felt so guilty by the time he made the coffee that I didn't want coffee. Now I'm drinking this coffee. It's good. It's delicious. This is I have low class.
It's my world famous bath salts blend.
Yes, I can see God. As mentioned, the producers wanted us to drink coffee every episode. I'm excited too for the moving into the 21st century.
We're there, baby.
We're there, dude. It keeps getting better. The soundboard did break. We lost the soundboard.
Yeah, we ran out of funding.
We couldn't afford the soundboard. We actually we got our first copyright ding for that episode. We got dinged for, of all the things, tiptoe through the tulips.
Damn, son.
Yeah. Damn, son.
The Snapchat thing, like, I guess, I don't know. We played the Snapchat sound. Played the Taco Bell bell. And the tiptoe through the tulips thing, you said it was...
Well, it got us. It said copyright, but then it said, but he lets you use it. And then I was like, okay. And then I just went with it, and we just posted the episode. And now when I look on the metrics, it says copyright. But we don't have nothing happen. They didn't do anything to us. They just were like, hey, just so you know, you don't own Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Tiny Tim. And they're just letting you know. They control information.
Rest in peace, Tiny Tim.
Is he dead?
He died on stage performing that song.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah, he just like collapsed. I don't know how. I don't know what. Yeah, there's a video of it.
Oh, no.
And it's like old too, so it's like on a camcorder. It's like not great footage.
Oh, no.
It's pretty spooky, actually.
That's a really spooky song
it's
to
like,
die to. I'd play it.
Right. It's like
I'd play it right now for you, but I won't want to get a second copyright strike. What? Can't.
Sorry.
Tiptoe.
If we just do it one note at a time. If we do one note and then space it out 30 seconds and do the next note, do you think they can get us?
I don't know. What if we showed the video of him dying? I'm not going to do it right now.
Well,
in the future, tune in to see a video of Tiny Tim dying on stage. I didn't have time to prepare it.
Horrible.
We could pretend like we're watching it. Okay, let's react. Okay, I got an idea. Let's react to it.
Okay.
That's our producer, Daisy. Let's react to the video of Tiny Tim.
Come here.
And you're sure this is on YouTube?
I don't know if it's on YouTube. I've seen the video, though, on the internet.
Okay, then what we're going to do is right now, we're going to set a timer, and we're going to react to Tiptoe to... We're going to react to Tiny Tim's death live. 3, 2, 1... Oh.
What the fuck?
That's awful.
His head exploded.
Now I gotta add his head exploding.
Yeah. Well, on a darker note.
Welcome to MKUsual.
Welcome to MKUsual. It's like MK Ultra, but more normal. I was thinking on a darker note, that wasn't dark enough, so I thought we would talk about. We both work in the service industry.
Correct.
This is a little segment I'd like to call "Thank You for Your Service," and I don't know, just like any like wild stories or like pet peeves that you might have about working in the service industry.
I have a lot of pet peeves.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have many wild stories. You might have to carry the wild story segment.
Well. Okay.
Okay.
What Dennis works front of house. I work back of house. So our gripes are probably different. I don't have to deal with I don't have to look people in the eyes when they're being annoying.
I hate looking at people.
Yeah. I have like some camaraderie. I can like the other cook that I'm with, we can like bond over a mutual enemy. And you have to like be the ambassador to a rogue nation.
To the folks. People are just weird in general. Why don't you kick us off?
Okay, I'll give you one. So you order a burger and it comes with tomato usually. A lot of places will put tomato on it. They'll say, I want no tomato. And then they will ask for 4 extra ketchups. I want to strangle them.
Yeah.
I want to do violence.
Just based on the principle that ketchup is made out of tomatoes.
I get it. It's like red sugar paste with like onion powder in it or something. It's not tomatoes, but like it is.
Yeah. I have a similar gripe. Work at a bar, and I hate I hate people. Well, one, I hate when people don't know what they want or they're like, surprise me. That's just that's just very. You wouldn't even really do that if you went over to a friend's house for a football game and be like, surprise me. Like you might.
Here's a bag of flour, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. But similar to your tomato ketchup thing, I hate when people ask for mocktails.
You drinking there?
Well, yeah, like they're like, ooh, I want a mocktail. I want something sweet. I want something like and I kind of, having worked in a bar now for 3 years, I kind of have rebelled against the idea of a mocktail. Because at the end of the day...
So you want a Coca-Cola?
It's just soda or juice mixed in a certain way. And most of the time they don't even know what they want. They just want a mocktail.
Yeah.
And it's such a little kid thing to do. It pisses me off.
It's a Shirley Temple.
It pisses me off. Yes, it pisses me off so much.
It's a Roy Rogers. It's a Shirley Temple.
First of all, you don't have to pretend like you're drinking alcohol. If you just love the taste of non-alcoholic beer or something like that, or that's your thing, and you like the taste of beer but you don't want alcohol, like that's fine. But like people who ask for mocktails are the worst people in the world because they're just asking for juice. Like just if you want a cup of orange juice with Sprite in it, or you want a Shirley Temple,
you want some juice,
or you want some cranberry, just say, or you want a Coke. Coke is delicious.
We should get
orange juice is delicious.
Sure.
Yeah.
We should get you should get some Capri Suns, and whenever they ask for a mocktail,
give them a Capri Sun.
You just give them a Capri Sun.
I should do that. It drives me nuts because it's like, it's okay to just ask for a chocolate milk or a Coca-Cola or like, can I get a cherry Coke? That doesn't bother me at all. Can I get some orange juice? Can you mix some cranberry juice and pineapple juice together? I want some soda water with some, grenadine in it. Whatever you want. Just don't make us make up a stupid fucking name for you and like pretend like, ooh, here's your daiquiri. And it's just like, it's juice.
Yeah.
Just be an adult. Say you want to drink juice. What are we doing?
Well.
Oh, I didn't realize it made me that mad. It makes me so mad. I just can't stand it. And they never know what they want. Sometimes they order mocktails of things that you can't make. I had somebody a couple weeks ago ask for a mock White Russian.
So they want a chocolate milk.
White Russian, yeah, yeah.
Close enough.
A White Russian is vodka and Kahlua and cream. So it's like 2 types of alcohol and cream. It's like, yeah, you want coffee and cream?
Yeah.
You want chocolate milk?
You want a cup of coffee?
Do you want a cup of coffee? Just fucking, and it's like they clearly don't know. They don't know what they're saying. They're just like, it pisses me off because you're like dealing with adults and they have like this mindset of like an 8-year-old, like, ooh, I've heard the word White Russian before. Like, so
Yeah.
I'll just get a little treat. I'll get a little mock White Russian. But they clearly have never had one. They don't know what's in it. They don't know what they're doing. It's like somebody who asked, I had somebody the other day asked for a filthy martini. It was on the menu, a filthy martini with this like tons of olive juice in it. I handed it to her, she took a sip. She goes, what's in this? She's like, it's salty. She goes, did you put pickle juice in this? And I'm like, no, that's olive juice. And she's like, this is disgusting. And then she kept saying it was disgusting over and over. And I'm just like, this is literally exactly what you asked for. Yeah, so mocktails, people who don't drink or like pretending like they drink piss me off. Just be proud that you want a Coke. You're fine.
People who will say like, I want a virgin Jack and Coke.
Yes. Yeah, virgin, another word for mocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, a virgin martini. What are you talking about?
Then there's like, yeah.
And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be saying this on camera. You're screwing yourself. You're screwing yourself. If you want a cup of delicious, a big ass cup of delicious, we have the best ginger beer. That's non-alcoholic. It's like spicy ginger ale. It's so delicious. The best ginger ale. A big ass cup of that is like $6. But people go, can I have a virgin Moscow Mule? And that is
They want it in the little...
this size. And the virgin means no vodka. So it's just fucking, it's the same ginger beer. And they're going to charge like $10. It's like, you're paying per ounce. You're paying like twice what you'd be paying for more. And it's all because you want to play dress up, grown up, pretend time. Instead of,
I'm sorry, Susan, that you are an alcoholic and you can't drink like you used to.
yeah.
You still have to like do the performative thing.
I feel like it's people who probably have never been. And that's why I can't get too angry. Dealing with the alcoholics.
You're right.
You need to talk. Dealing with the alcoholics is enough. Just that sometimes somebody walks into a bar. I'm sure every bartender will feel me. I'm taking up all the time here. Nick's going to go next. Sometimes someone walks in the bar and they give you a look and you're just like, God damn it. This guy's ready to fucking drink.
You can smell
They
them.
are a problem. And it's just, they just annoy you the second they walk in. Okay, your turn.
Let me get a double Jaeger Red Bull.
I had a guy
Like,
once.
that's your first drink? That's what you drink after you're blacked
You can
out.
have 6 of them. The Red Bull, I feel like, is more dangerous than alcohol.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
how about this one? How about I need the sugar-free. I need the sugar-free Red Bull, and can I get as much vodka in it as humanly possible? This is literally sugar.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, your
yeah,
turn. Yeah.
yeah.
So mad as a person.
I like, it's like, let me get no onions. But can I just, since I'm not getting onions, can I just substitute the onion rings for my fries? I know it's a $4 upcharge, but I didn't get the onions on my burger. So I was just wondering if I could get the onions.
Wow, that's rough.
I was like, no, we don't have onion rings. We have onion trapezoids, you fucking weird shaped bitch.
That's good. Weird substitutions. What's some other stuff?
Let me think. People who don't know that, like, they order a steak and when they're at home cooking it and they're like, oh, I like a medium. I like a little, like, well, you like it just not gray because you have no idea what a medium, like, a rare steak is by definition still cold in the middle.
Okay.
It's like seared. Well, that's like a blue rare. It won't be hot in the middle.
Yeah.
And then like you can do like you can cook at home and you can do your little tests and it'll teach you the firmness. You know, first knuckle, that's rare, because guess what? You're made out of meat, just like a fucking steak.
Oh no.
Second one, that's medium rare. Third one's medium, mid well, and then all the way up is well done. You
I have
like,
no idea what you're doing.
Touch your thumb to your yeah. So just just barely touch it. That's this little muscle. That's
I see.
that's rare. Just do it on the same finger, and then
Yeah.
go to your next knuckle. That's medium rare.
Okay.
Next one medium. Third one medium well.
Kind of doing this. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh, I feel.
And
that.
this is.
Well, I don't like thinking about being meat.
Yeah.
That makes me want to be nicer
Our
to people.
skin.
Now I feel vulnerable. I'm over here cursing my brothers in Christ for wanting a cup of juice, and then you remind me that I'm made of meat.
Yeah, we're meat. We have the same anatomy as a chicken.
No, I'm different. I'm spirit.
Well, yes,
I'm
we are.
indestructible.
We are
I
spirits
am indestructible.
inhabiting a human-shaped
chicken.
chicken meat vehicle.
Oh, we got electrical.
Okay.
Electrical things going all through
think-
our meat. Ugh.
Think about this.
Oh, I don't like that.
Are you a wing? Do you like wings?
Yeah.
Are you a drums or a flats guy?
I kind of like flats actually.
Okay, that's your forearm. Because there's
Where's
two,
the
there's
drum?
There's two bones. It'd be this
Here?
part. Yeah. Because it's connected.
My wing drums.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
This is
makes
a
sense.
drumstick, and then this has the two bones, the radius and the
It freaks me out that you think about that shit while being a chef.
Well, I just like,
Because you're just in the kitchen like chopping up like, these are arms. Or you look at people and you see cuts of meat.
yeah. Tenderloin.
Maybe we're the problem. I'm over here raging at people for not being alcoholics.
Look
And
at-
you're over here comparing people to cuts of meat. Like this is the service industry.
Complete fucking deranged lunatics. Bring you your little snacks and treats.
That's the truth, folks. And we think horrible things when you don't tip us. We plot revenge.
Here's your drummies, sir.
Look at the drums on that one. Next
Look
time
at
I
the
see a
fucking
person
chuck
with,
roast on the...
next time I see a person with big arms. Someday I want to do a segment where I'm going to show the anatomy of a human. I want you to go through.
Oh, I
and
have a
tell me-
poster.
Tell me the cuts of meat.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I still have I went to culinary school. I have like a butchery handbook, I think. I think I still have it. Yeah. I
Any
don't know.
crazy stories?
Crazy stories. I don't know. Just like people always say like have you seen the movie Waiting? That's like close. It's exaggerated, but it's pretty close. Like no one actually like puts fucking dandruff and boogers in your food. Like I've never seen anyone even like get close to spitting or like putting
That makes me
food
happy.
putting food on the
Okay.
like they're like it's like a unspoken code of honor that you just don't do that.
Yeah, I would hope so.
You like swear at the food and try to curse it.
Yeah.
You try to like, give them diarrhea. Cook the food appropriately, but then wish that they get diarrhea at work.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of, as mad as you can get at somebody, even if you work at like McDonald's, like it would take a special kind of person to want to like throw away their job and life.
Oh yeah, it would have to be
To
like
spit in one guy's chicken nuggets.
yes, it would have to be like the person who, like, you caught abusing your child. Like then I would like
Well, yeah.
wipe my ass with his burger bun and serve it to him.
I'm gonna cut a clip of you just saying, "I'm gonna wipe my ass with your burger bun."
Put a fucking logo of him.
You're nothing but a bunch of drumsticks to me.
Yeah, I don't know. The craziest thing I've ever seen, this is not funny. I used to work at this restaurant and I can't say where, but okay, on a fryer, there's two little legs on the front on a lot of them, And this one fryer at the restaurant, one of the legs was broken. So they had a little pan substituting for this leg. So it's a fucking 3-legged table at that point that's
full of hot grease.
full of 350-degree oil. The kid goes to change the oil at the end of the night, gets down on one knee and leans on the fryer, but the pan isn't there. It's gotten moved. And he leans on it and splashes oil all over his like forearm and hand and shit. 3rd-degree burns.
I was gonna say that's gotta be
just,
3rd degree.
I don't know what the company did, but he has like severe burns on his arm.
You showed me a video once of a guy sticking his head
Oh, yeah.
in a fryer.
The story is that he was possessed.
Now we're gonna silent react. This is the death episode. We don't have it prepared, but we're gonna silent react. We're not seeing this, but we're just gonna react and put it here later to the guy who's possessed sticking his head in a fryer. There's a guy.
French fries.
Yeah,
Probably.
not looking too good.
He's staring into the void. His eyeballs are rolling back in his head. And there he goes, leaned in, face first.
Oh.
Doesn't reflex or recoil, just goes in.
What's the science behind that? Can you, if your head goes in, do you have the ability to reflex?
Well, I don't know about being possessed or like, maybe it, I've described this, it's hard to find, I've described it to people and they're like, oh, well, did he just like fall in? Like, no, like if you cook bacon at home and it splatters on your forearm, you're like, oh, fuck. Like your body does that. You don't even have to think about that.
Well, if I stub my toe, I go, oh, fuck. Yeah. But if like a piano falls on my head, I don't go, no, a piano fell on me, I just die.
He didn't fall, he leaned in.
We showed it. Right, but you lean in. Oh yeah, you're right. The minute his nose hits, he should just be like,
his body should be like, fuck no, this is not.
Yes, so he was like, demonically possessed, which I believe in.
I believe, yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, speaking of demonically possessed, got any more customer complaints?
Mocktail people. Here's a complaint. This is more just about. It's definitely kind of a complaint about the people, but it's more of a complaint about life. I've noticed, maybe I just haven't been doing this long enough. I've noticed bartending that people are really good at acting. Drunk people can sometimes be very good at acting sober.
Oh yeah.
Like extremely good. Like it's only happened a couple times, and but I've cut plenty of people off. I've had to kick people out. I have no problem carding people, kicking them out, like not serving a drunk person or someone I think's too drunk. Oftentimes I'll just tell them I'm closed, go talk to this and that, because I think they might be trying to skirt around. People are extremely good. Some people.
Oh yeah.
And just walking up and being like, hey buddy, what's going on? Like, I think I want the Bud Light, and hand you the money. And the minute that Bud Light hits their hand, they're like, whoa, boy, yeah, let's go, baby. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given that to you if I knew you were irritating.
They had 19 Bud Lights in the showroom.
And they keep it together long enough to get to you. And then it's like they're completely normal. They go through the whole transaction. Yeah. And like the second that beer or drink is in their hand, it just they'll be like, all right, and here's $5. Thank you for the Bud Light. And you hand it to them, and then they're like, all right, time to go back over to my seat. And then you're just like, God damn it.
That's someone who's been hiding their drinking for a long time.
They're just good at it.
They probably started drinking when they were like 12.
Now that's interesting. I haven't thought of that. I just figured some people are better at keeping it together than others.
Well, but like anything, it takes practice. Like, okay, here's a story about me. When I was 16, New Year's Eve, go to the next town over with my cousins and friends and blah, blah, blah. We're having a New Year's Eve party, flaming Dr. Peppers. I don't know if you know what those are, but...
Like a flaming Mo? What is it?
Well,
Flaming Homer?
It's I don't know. It's a shot of amaretto with Everclear or 151 on top.
Ooh.
And a Corona is how we were told to do it as 16-year-olds. And you light the shot on fire and you drop it in the beer and chug it. And it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Ooh.
It's
That sounds
pretty
good.
It's delicious. Plus you're just chugging a bunch of booze. And it's
Yeah.
like anyway, we did that, got hammered. I'm supposed to be home at midnight, which that sucks for New Year's Eve. You can't even like
Yeah, that means that like
I'm driving home drunk at
yeah.
11:50.
That's probably not a good
Yeah. Which
rule.
but I get home and walk in the back door and there's the laundry room right inside the back door and I have to walk past both of my parents watching TV and go upstairs to my room. So I walk in, I'm like, fuck, I'm hammered. They're gonna know.
Better say something so they know I'm normal. Hey, this is a hockey game.
Yeah, I did that
Look at that
basically.
big ball.
And then I was like, you know what else will trick them? I'm gonna go grab my laundry out of the laundry room.
So that they know that I'm not afraid.
I'm a good boy.
I'm a good boy and I'm responsible.
Not hammered.
That's so funny.
And I had like my mom had like done my laundry. Bless her heart. And I got my hanging clothes, like nice shirts. And I'm walking up the stairs and I step on them and fucking just face plant into the stairs and then like try to get up and I'm still holding the shirts but walking on them at the same time and just stumble up the stairs into my room. Like my mom comes up, she's obviously upset and yells at me and I get in trouble for being drunk and driving drunk and naturally. But that's how my brain was working. Like
Right.
if I do this, they won't know.
Yeah.
And I
That's
was
so
trying
funny.
to, so you practice.
I watch a lot of like police stuff. Like I watch a lot of like people getting pulled over or like people in interrogation. Like people do like hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why the cops always have that. Like whenever they pull people over for DUIs, like I swear half those tests. I'm sure there's a science behind it. I don't know. I've never studied it, but like I'm sure half those tests are just to see like if you'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Like they always have people walk the line. I watch some of them sometimes. You know, I'm an attorney, but I've never done those types of cases. Like, I feel like sometimes the shit is like actually hard. I'll be like sitting here dead sober watching this, and they'll like give the instructions about
Right.
like how to say the ABCs or how to turn around. I'm like,
Start it.
I've seen
F and go
300
to
of these
P.
videos.
Yeah.
And like I'm confused. Like I'm sitting here watching and I'm
Right.
like, I feel confused. Like there's no way start at G and go backwards to F or something.
I've never. I have to. I
just be
still
G.
have to sing the song to just get through the alphabet.
I know. And they say I saw one the other day where he goes, no singing. He goes, do the alphabet, no singing. And I'm like, well, I'm fucked. He'd get me. That cop would get me dead fucking sober because I'd be like
fucking
M L M
Supposed
N
to
L.
spit some bars like
Or they tell them to
B
walk
C
a
D
certain
E
way.
F G H I J K.
They'd be like, don't move your head. Don't move your head and look at the thing or whatever it is.
Yeah, follow the pin.
Like that's
There is science. I know the science behind that is that your eye at your peripherals, they move it past your peripherals, and your eye will twitch.
okay.
There's like signs that.
So that's involuntary.
Yeah.
Okay.
For stuff like that, but the test is like.
But then they'll be like, that guy turned around wrong walking the line. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even remember. And I'm sitting here watching it like for content. So like I'm trying to like remember or like catch things, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I'll be like, oh, I forgot he said that. Like I'm just like too ADD to like pass a DUI test, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's those are some of my complaints. You know, I'm sure we'll have future segments of this. I'm blanking right now
Yeah.
on other complaints. Oh yeah, people who just want like people who hold their tips over your head.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
people will come up and be like, I want a Long Island, and you make it good.
Make me a
They'll
strong
Make a
island.
strong Long Island. And if you make it, I literally had somebody, more than one person, but I had someone that like a month ago say something to me that just like, oh, it made me shudder. They were like, and if you make it good, there'll be some money in it for you. And I'm like, are you describing
Jesus
tipping a service industry worker? Like, doesn't make any, like, I thought that was the whole reason I was here, was that if I do a good
It's
job,
like
you
they're
give me money.
soliciting
A drug deal or something.
illicit act. Like you go to the corner store and like, let me get a pack of the green gummy bears. Let me tell you, there'll be some money in it for you.
There'll be exactly $4.79 if you know what I'm talking about. It's like, yep, that's how this works, sir.
Yes. That's,
And those people never tip well either.
no.
Because they'll just go ahead, I'll make it normal, and then they'll give you like $1, and it's like, wow. Really glad you asked me to break the law for $1, you piece of shit. You awful, awful person.
Yeah. One of my first bartending gigs was at a banquet for like a wedding reception. And the guy did that essentially. He's like, if you buy me this first beer, I'll tip you. I'll tip you. So I gave him a beer. I was like, okay, this guy's cool. He's going to tip me. Gave him the beer, which I didn't realize was technically stealing. And he put $1 in the tip jar.
People are animals.
And then came back and tried to do it again. And I was like, no, I can't do that. And he was like, okay. And then he bought beer. He bought like 8 beers and just didn't tip for the rest of the night. Essentially, he was trying to pay me $1 to steal beer for him.
Don't stop doing this shit, dude. People do this shit, dude.
Yeah.
People act like
I was 21. I didn't have like, a business mindset. I'm just like, I get the beer, I give it to them.
Yes.
I was learning, like I didn't even know that it was a scam or, I was just like, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
That jerk didn't tip.
And that guy was
I didn't
obviously
realize that I
older.
had he was like, I was in 20s, he was late 30s probably.
People act like they've never been in public. We'll have to do like a
Some of them haven't probably.
I don't know, man. I think some people just be walking around like that. Zero self-awareness. People who block doors on elevators and stand on escalators, and people who block doorways slow walkers are big annoyances of mine. I feel like those people, they have no like social spatial awareness of like the space and time they take up for other people. Like their mind, there's something broken in their brain.
You do not have to. They live in a world where they do not have to consider the things that are most valuable to human survival, which is the space they take up and the time that they have.
And their relationship to you. Like that guy was going to enter into a relationship with you
And
where you stole a beer and he gave you $1. So all night he'd drink 9 beers and give you $9. And he never stops to think all these people in line are paying you like $5.
Yeah.
And you have to survive, and somebody's buying the beer. It's like they're either too stupid or they're like too evil to like realize that they're like a net negative on the world. Like
working in a kitchen or any type of restaurant, like you say behind when you're behind someone because they have a knife in their hand and you don't want them to turn around. You have a hot fucking pot of soup in your hand. You don't want them to turn around and fucking splash, So like the people who take up space like in obvious walkways or like paths where travel.
just stand.
Yeah, I say a lot of things when this happens like out in the world, but hot coffee or lady with a baby coming through and people are like, oh, like.
I know. But they never think to begin with. I better not just be here.
Yeah.
When you ride a bus, there's usually a crowded bus. There's somebody like blocking the door.
Yeah.
A subway. And people are extremely needy. Like especially when you work in the service industry, but you can see it everywhere. People of all walks of life, all sexes, races, economic strata, people, there's a certain kind of person that can be in a room full of 150 other customers, or be in a bar that is packed full of 70 people, and they will have been the last person to walk through the door, the last person to get up to the bar, the last person to sit down at their table, and they want everything like right now. Like, you better drop everything around.
Yeah.
It's like they don't. There's something that we all learned when we're like 3 to 5 years old that like other. If you sit down in a room, a crowded restaurant, and
Some
it's
people
packed
just
full of
don't.
people, guess what? They're gonna get to all those people, including you.
Some people don't learn that.
You're not like the main character in a video game.
Yeah.
I hope you get COVID, which is represented by this COVID diorama, prop. I don't want you to get COVID. I want an island. I want you to be shipped to an island.
I hope they get COVID-20.
Yeah, we've been waiting on COVID-20 for like 5 years now.
They just started at 19. That's weird.
It is weird.
That's like what happened to preparations A through G. That's not even. I think that's Austin Powers joke. I think it's.
My takeaways.
But the logic stands.
For the love of God, start paying around how many people are around you.
Yeah.
What are the common entrances and exits you share? What are the common needs and goals you have in a situation?
I think.
When did you get there? When did they get there?
We should get rid of sophomore year in high school, and everyone should do a year of mandatory service industry.
That's a good one.
Yeah. There should be a draft. Like, where'd you get stationed?
I got stationed at Red Lobster.
I got Chili's. I got Chili's on 104th.
That ain't shit. I was at Waffle House in the shit.
The
for
third
3
shift.
years.
I'm like, damn, bro. I'm fucking.
Got the bad end of the draft.
It's like the Army Rangers of service industry.
And I know nobody's perfect. We're not all 100% self-aware.
Yeah, but most of them are stupid.
Yeah. Most of us are stupid. There's basic self-awareness.
Yeah.
What gets me is that you know if they're like that when they go get a hamburger and a beer, they're probably just like that in every area of life.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably lawyers and doctors and people who work assembly line. Like, everybody has to deal with these people in the office or the workplace or at home.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Being married to somebody like that.
Being that person's kid.
Oh, man, this world.
That kid will learn the fucking lessons that, because they will see it from the other side, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or they will just mimic the behavior and it becomes like, it's like a blob that just absorbs things, and then the blob gets bigger, and like the kid and the parent are like just become a bigger blob.
A bigger in the way blob for
Yeah.
people.
Metaphorically. They're not all blob shaped.
My mom calls it cow people.
That's a good one.
When you're like driving through a parking lot and there's somebody who like, there's clear lanes where everyone can walk, and we all walk or drive outside of lanes, but like if you're gonna do that, kind of like when you're crossing the street, if you're crossing the street, you're supposed to go acknowledge people,
Right.
act like you're walking a little faster, unless you're like an old lady with a cane or whatever, but like people who, she calls them cow people when you're like parked here and somebody, instead of walking in front of you like this, like a straight line, they'll walk like this weird angle where they're in front of you for like the maximum amount of time, and they know you're there.
I do the wave, and like you do like the little shuffle, but I do like a run in place where I'm actually like moving slower, but moving more.
Dude, that's so funny. I think I used to have a bit about that, where it doesn't even
So
matter.
funny.
It doesn't even matter if everyone's slower. It's like some kind of like etiquette.
I'm
like,
moving
look how much,
2
like,
inches at a time.
I just walking across the crosswalk like, thank you.
Okay.
So this is what it does to you. I'm sure retail people, someday we'll do retail stories. Working with the general public makes you not hate.
It does make there's a disdain. There's like, because it's disrespectful. That's the base. That's the base.
The base of it is they're disrespecting you and other
Yes.
people. Yeah.
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 And
Selfishness.
so for me, it makes me appreciate the people usually who can empathize because they also work in the service industry. But like everyone has the opportunity to learn this lesson too. So like I appreciate those people more when they're like, "Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't see," like just basic.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
I almost think it's like a sign of intelligence to have like a self-awareness.
Yeah.
Like it's something you can learn, but it's also like when I see somebody doing something like that, or they're the beer guy, I think, well, that guy's stupid. The guy who's giving you $1 to steal beer is like, that's a stupid person.
Yes.
Because something's not calculating about like the error in his great scheme.
Yes.
Like, and that's, I think there've been lots of studies that like criminals are in general stupid people. But yeah, it makes you appreciate the little things. I could just go on and on.
We'll come back to this later.
We'll come back to it.
That's been.
I got a stress ball in the middle of this.
You took
Daisy
it.
brought me a stress. I stole a stress ball that looks like COVID-19 from a dog so that I can like play with it.
Which is her comfort item.
I did the most inconsiderate thing. I stole candy from a child, and she's just been sitting right here this entire time.
Daisy, you're so
All right.
good.
When we end the segment, I'll throw the ball.
She's ready.
She heard me say this, throw the ball.
Well,
You want to go around.
throw it into the kitchen so she doesn't. She will go whatever.
Sorry about that. I needed it.
It's
I needed
okay,
your
Daisy.
stealing candy from a baby.
That was thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
If you work in the service industry,
Drop a comment.
yeah, tell your stories below. Just know that we love you.
We're here
You're
for
doing
you.
great.
Yeah.
It's gonna get better. Only after it gets way worse, but it will get better. And just wake up tomorrow and suck today's dick. That's how you gotta wake up and suck today's
You gotta
dick.
grab it by the balls, tickle that day's balls, and
Yep.
hawk Tua on that thing.
Yep.
Well, I said it.
We're gonna get copyrighted again.
We're gonna get copyrighted, and I want to jump off a bridge.
Well,
All right. Thank you for your service. Stress yawn. Ooh, Nicaroo. You look very stressed.
yes, Saki.
What makes you so upset?
The ketchup people.
Oh, that must be a very frustrating.
Yeah. The people who want no onions on their burger,
Oh,
but then they order onion rings, try to get it for free.
that is a non-item menu item.
Yep. People who lack self-awareness in public spaces.
Don't be an asshole. What about you, Dennis Rue? I'm fine. I'm completely fine. And we have voted 2-1, Nick, that you got to move to the basement because Saki needs. I want my own bedroom with Dennis's PlayStation in it. Where you stay now, you are. All right, let's all take a vote. I'm in favor. Saki needs his own room. I also vote. It's 2-1.
I thought you were my friend, Saki.
You are my best of friends.
I appreciate that.
I have to go now.
Sneak attack!
God.
Sneak attack.
Dude, that's my thing.
I thought we could.
No, that's not funny.
I mean, people like it when you do it.
That hurt my ear.
I mean,
Mine are fun. I like hit you with something, or I like spray you with bubbles, or no, that's not. The dynamic is I sneak attack you. It's not funny when you do it.
sorry.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I was. I just.
What were you, a child?
I was worked up.
You a little child?
We were talking about
Who owns an air horn?
people ordering juice as adults, and I just was
That's normal adult complaint.
feeling whimsical.
It's a normal adult complaint. And you're over here talking about ketchup, wasting everyone's time with an air horn, selfishly taking a room away from our other roommate. It's not cool.
Can I keep the air horn in the basement?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Tune in next time.